Hello and welcome to Momentum Investing Club. Today is the 11th of September, and I'm recording last video for this initial series on momentum investing, basic concepts. So, the last topic is how to exit stocks from a momentum portfolio. Let's get started. So, exiting any stock is the most important thing, and the main motive behind exiting any stock. You can consider any kind of investing philosophy, but the main goal behind exiting a stock is to avoid deep losses and also to, how would you say, how to book profits. Yeah, to avoid losses and book profits. So in momentum investing, there are certain principles that one can follow to make sure they are within line of these two parameters. So yeah, so exiting a stock in momentum portfolio or any portfolio can be triggered due to three main reasons. Let's say a stock starts falling, or if a stock has zero movement or no movement, and then lastly would be a stock has risen or it's time to book profit. So when there are these three cases, on these three cases, we can again we can create a basis for exit using three factors. So one would be relative consideration, then second would be an absolute consideration, and lastly it would be a combination of both the relative as well as the absolute condition. I'll give an example of what I mean by this. So in the first case of a relative exit, let's say we pick a stock in a portfolio and it starts falling. So at any given time, if a stock starts falling, it'll lose its momentum. And once it loses its momentum, it'll rank lower in our list, which is when eventually it will get off from a portfolio. So as momentum loses, due to drop in its ranking, it'll exit out of a portfolio. That would be relative compared to other stocks. In terms of absolute, uh, we can check the absolute strength of a stock compared with certain filters like RSI or a simple moving average. A certain example would be, let's say, a stock which you hold in your portfolio is currently ranking in the top rank, but still it shows a weak strength because it has fallen below its 200-day moving average. So in that case, we could apply a filter which says, okay, exit the stock because it is showing an absolute weakness in itself. That would be another factor. And the last would be a combination of both. So if a stock is ranking, if it falls below, we exit, or vice versa. Even if it is above its 200-day moving average, because it has ranked lower, we'll exit. Which is a combination method. What I personally do, I use the combination method. Still in works, but currently I do follow the combination method where if it falls in ranking, I exit, or if it falls below its 200-day moving average, I exit. Yeah. One last thing would be an additional tweak which one could apply on the portfolio level instead of the stock level. Let's say the index which we are focusing or investing with, that the index itself shows weakness. So we can take a decision to allocate into cash or completely exit the portfolio. So what that would look like, let's say the index shows weakness and has fallen below its 200-day moving average. So we stop adding new positions and we exit stocks as and when they fall in each of the three criteria we previously discussed. So when those criteria are fulfilled, we exit those stocks and don't add new ones and keep money in cash. Second option is exactly again on the portfolio level. If the index shows weakness, we completely exit out of the entire portfolio. Since if it's a bear market or a non-trending market, momentum strategies tend to do poorly. So yeah, that is everything for an overview about exiting a momentum portfolio. And yeah, with this, ending the basic series, which was about the concepts of momentum investing. Next, I'll start with a more hands-on approach and show you how this exactly works in markets. Show you real life examples, show how the things work in practicality. Also share some insights along the way. So yeah, better things planned ahead. If you like this content, check out momentuminvesting.club, where I share model portfolios that I've created using all the details I shared in this video as well as the previous ones. And if you like it, do subscribe. Thanks again. Bye bye.